Y'all, Jamie Spears spent $1 billion of Britney Spears' dollars during his time as conservator, and we gotta talk about it. In a footnote in new court documents filed by Matthew Rosengart, he talks about it. By the way, I got this on Instagram from @BritneyDocs, so go ahead and follow them for all of your court updates. This says Missy Body's above-referenced declaration was filed in response to the fee petition. It summarized Mr. Spears' violations, underscoring why it would be so highly inappropriate to saddle Britney Spears with her father's newest attorney fees, on top of the more than $6 million in fees and commissions he paid himself while acting as a conservator, and the tens of millions he paid lawyers and others in the range of 10 figures concerning his own misconduct. 10 figures is $1 billion. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other outrageous ways that Jamie Spears spent Britney Spears' money. This article points out quite a few, one of which is when he sold her property at an $800,000 loss to her. He also used her money to pay for his personal legal fees related to the domestic violence restraining order issued against him after he allegedly physically attacked one of Britney's sons. He also paid for Lou Taylor's legal fees in the sum of $153,759 for a lawsuit that she was doing against a fan. This was during the Free Britney movement when they were trying to shut fans up, and he spent Britney's money to shut fans up for Lou Taylor. You think that's crazy? It gets worse. How about the alleged $6 million he spent on black box security stalking his daughter and recording her every move against her will? That's millions of dollars he spent violating her privacy, putting recording devices in her bedroom, allegedly, by the way, allegedly. But that's not all Black Box did. Jamie Spears billed Black Box Security $100,000 to follow around her love interests and do background checks on them and stalk them. One boyfriend, David Lucado, even had to call 911 twice due to the stalking because he was so freaked out. Now, I don't have a number on how much they spent on this, but they spent Britney Spears' money on stalking her own fans that were partaking in the Free Britney movement. They infiltrated the movement, ran background checks on the ones they thought were the most dangerous. They did surveillance on them, etc. I don't know what it cost, but it definitely cost money. At one point, Jamie Spears allegedly used Britney Spears' money to buy a food truck and try to sell a food cooking show for himself to star in. And who can forget the time that he used her money from her estate to take a trip and get baptized in the Jordan River with Lou Taylor and her pastor husband, Rob. And speaking of the Taylors, allegedly they funneled money from the Britney Spears Foundation into a ministry that Rob Taylor supports. They gave $50,000 to something called Mercy Ministries, which is a Christian organization that Rob Taylor, Lou Taylor's husband, supports and used to list on his website. You can see the proof right here. And by the way, Mercy Ministries does not fit into the mission statement of the Britney Spears Foundation, which no longer exists because Mercy Ministries was their last donation before being shut down. He also spent $36 million from her conservatorship on lawyers. And these were not lawyers that she chose. So yeah, I thought I wouldn't be surprised anymore, but to hear that Jamie Spears spent $1 billion of Britney Spears' dollars over the course of those years is heartbreaking. And this is why we keep fighting, because justice has not been served to the people who did this. They are still benefiting from her. And she said she wanted to sue them, that they all deserved to be in jail, and that she would never shut up until they were. And where is she? She's been dead silent on the issue. So if you guys wonder why we are so passionate and why we keep fighting, this is why. This is why there has not been justice for Britney. Be loud about this.